Okay, on the subject of Article 30, which effectively grants state funding to anybody who wants to set up an educational institution which is who classes themselves as not a Hindu, I actually feel that that's probably the one most important issue which faces Hindu society over the next 2 or 3 generations, because without access to state funding in a free market economy, you know, ideologies, religions, cultures can die out. Why do you think it is that the Hindu movement haven't managed to get this reassessed, or the interpretation of Article 30?
When the BJP was in government for 6 years, it didn't take any initiative. In fact, even in the opposition, it could have taken an initiative. You know, it could simply, you know, propose a new law specifying that this Article 30, of course, should be interpreted as extending to the Hindu community. But it did nothing of the sort. You see, even the excuse that they didn't have a 2/3 majority to change the constitution, or even a simple majority because their allies would be against it or what, is no excuse, because at least they could bring the proposal to Parliament and force everybody to say where he stands. You know, they could ask Congress, okay, are you secular? Doesn't that mean that all citizens of India have the same rights? You see, do you agree or not? And Congress would have to vote yes or no. And in that case, the BJP, if it was serious about Hinduism, could, you know, have its next election campaign on this theme. So, you see, at least they could have taken some initiative. But no, they haven't.
It certainly appears to be more important for the survival of Hinduism in India than the Common Civil Law Code, for example.
Well, yeah, the Common Civil Code is a secular issue. And of course, because they try to claim to be secular, or they claim to be secular, they try to emphasize that they are for a Common Civil Code, which is of course a defining feature of secular societies. So India is not a secular state, because it doesn't have secular laws. It has different laws according to religion. So, you know, in the West, the definition of secularism is precisely that the law extends to all citizens regardless of religion. But you see, to the extent that they are secular, they should make it an issue. To the extent that they are Hindu, they should not. You see, different civil codes are very normal in Hindu tradition. I mean, in Hindu tradition, already the law was different according to caste, then according to age group and so on. I mean, different rights accrue to different persons depending on their station in life, depending on their station in society. So Hinduism as such is fairly comfortable with the present situation. You see, of course it's an unfair situation. If Hindus do away with the caste system, then of course they should do away with the inequality of the present situation of separate civil codes. But it's not that pressing an issue. So in that sense, Article 30, inequality in education, is far more urgent.